Pontus Highway, that's all proceeding.
Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, still not 100% on the voice one. Oh, I've just noticed this. A couple of shipmates there up on Queen Mary 2. They're standing in front of the spare propeller blades. You can see they're up on the foredeck there. There are quite a few spare propeller blades. They're all little segments that all bolt on to the actual main blade itself. But there's a couple of spare ones there, sometimes called the captain's cufflinks. Or sometimes someone else said the commander's cufflinks. I don't know. Various different names. Cufflinks, definitely. There's a better cruise ship on our screen there. That looks like Independence of the Seas. We've got 5 ships departing today, which is quite impressive. And it's a good range as well. We've got the Queen.
Richard 6, please. Queen Major stands to let go and dock head if you need it. 1.66.
Got the Queen Mary 2 and the Arcadia at 4:30. Then at 5 o'clock, Independence of the Seas, which I don't think we've seen for quite a while in port. I'm not exactly sure. Some number of years. And then at 7 o'clock, I believe it's a ship we've never seen before. Certainly haven't seen on the channel. I don't think she's ever been into the Port of Southampton before, and that's the Costa Diadema. And then at 8 o'clock, Schiff 3, which we see relatively often. That's quite exciting, isn't it? Not often we get such a variety of ships, and 5 ships on a Monday. What have we done to deserve this? Weather is reasonable. Currently, what's that, 15.5 degrees centigrade. There's a gentle breeze blowing from the south-southwest, which is quite good, because that means it should blow the ship horns our way. Queen Mary 2 being the one we probably want to hear the most, and if you ask me, I think she's got the loudest horn in port. She has a real honker. Just in case you're interested in the layout of where the ships are today, we've got right down here Mein Schiff 3, which we can see on Netlycam. There you go, that's Mein Schiff 3 there, sticking out of the front of that dock there. Then next up, which we can see on Cruise Cam, which is back and running again. Someone had unplugged it, and I plugged it back in again. So there we go. Oh, easy fix that time. Queen Mary 2, she's at the Ocean Terminal. Then we've got the other side of Mayflower Park. We've got Independence of the Seas, facing the wrong way. Then in front of her, we've got Costa Diadema, again facing the wrong way. So both of these ships will give us a nice little spin here in the middle swing ground. Then facing the correct way at the top is Arcadia. She's also departing at 4:30. It looks like the lines are coming in on Queen Mary 2. We've already had numbers for Queen Mary 2. I haven't got Cow's Cam's gone offline again at the moment. It's like juggling plates, spinning plates, trying to get all these cameras working at the same time. Did have some numbers. Yeah, there we go. 2,520 passengers on Queen Mary 2. She's got maximum double occupancy of 2,726. Don't know if you managed to hear that. I think that was the subtle tones of Queen Mary 2. It looks like all the last lines are coming in now. I think Queen Mary 2 always seems to do things correctly. You know, it blasts the horn at the right time, gives us a good honk, especially the other day when Queen Anne was passing. Oh, that was a definite honk fest. So, yes, as I was saying, Queen Mary 2, she has...
Carry on.
Okay, so so Queen Mary 2 underway now, Ocean Dock. Dockhead 1.62, Arcadia BOA short.
Yep, she has 2,520 passengers on board, a maximum double occupancy of 2,726. So she's pretty much full, and she has a full complement of crew. She's off on a fantastic cruise to Hamburg in Germany. 2 days, one way, Southampton to Hamburg. Or she's on a Hamburg cruise coming back to Southampton. It's a 4-day cruise, depending on what you've booked up. So either you've booked up to go to Hamburg and get off, or you're coming back to Port Southampton. Lovely little cruise, that. Probably a great way to experience some luxury. Oh, she's definitely going back now, isn't she? Right, I'll have a quick look on the map, because I want to know if Arcadia is moving. No, it doesn't look like it. My camera. Let's move the other camera around. There we go. Just about to see the... Oh yeah, that's we go. We can see the stern of... We can see the stern of Queen Mary 2, the stern of Mein Schiff 3, and a broken down Red Osprey. Still awaiting parts for that, from what I understand. Not sure what bit has broken. Well, I see plenty of shipmates in the chat. I will come. I'll see if I can multitask. Maybe I can. So I've noticed quite a few shipmates wandering around up on deck. I imagine if you're up there near the signage, it could be quite loud. I'm not quite sure where the horn is located on Queen Mary 2. But I'm understanding, if I'm correct, I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, then I think it's the same horn that was on Queen Mary or something on. They sort of pass the horns on, from what I gather. Hi there, Paula Jones. Hi there, Tizzy C. Hi there, Hades.
HS for Kestrel.
Hi there, Edward Coates. Hi there, Tamara.
Yeah, just see what you're doing.
Excellent. I don't know if it comes across on the microphone, but you can hear it. You can hear Queen Mary 2 horn reverberate around the port. It doesn't. I don't remember other horns causing such reverberations around the port.
Southampton BTS from the Martorell Hotel Papan Bembereco.
Yeah, station 4 in VTS.
Yeah, I don't know what station
Yes,
that was.
sir. This is from the motor vessel Martorell. Call sign Hotel Papa November Echo. Can you confirm pilot boarding time and arrangement? Over.
Yes, if you can confirm with your agent, we have you down for 19:30 departure, boarding from shoreside, but just confirm with your agent.
Please, sir. Thank you. 19:30 and by shoreside.
Blimey, if I'm not coughing, I'm sneezing.
Yeah, sure, VTS.
VTS for Kestrel, yeah, update for you, sir. We're just going to push over to the Reds. We'll be well clear of the Queen Mary, and we'll just hold station at Town Quay Seabuff.
Yeah, we'll see.
There you go. There's Red Kestrel. She just radioed in, so she says she's going to nip in past the wonderful Queen Mary 2 as she reverses out. Oh, with Edward Coates, with the News Girl 100. She says everyone likes a spare propeller on Queen Mary 2. Oh yeah, I need to get on Queen Mary 2. I'll have to see if I can badger Paul, our channel sponsor from Love Cruise, see if we can get him to find me a deal. Well, there's CS28. Oh, how long before your banner? Oh, go on then. Let's do the banner. That'll keep you on your toes. I've only been 10 minutes. Well, the shipmates, in case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live direct from the port of Southampton. And we are watching the departure of Queen Mary 2 off to a return trip to Hamburg. Ah, that's pretty good. 10 minutes. That's got to be a record. Well, there, Elizabeth G. Or there, Tizzy C. Oh, says thunderstorms. Oh, thunderstorms missed you completely in South Wales. Oh, I've not had anything here, although when I was out earlier, just before I came back into my cabin, I did notice I had a couple of big, thick raindrops splot on me. Actually, I can see quite a few people up on the top deck. Oh, dear. Okay, there we go. Quite a few people up the top deck of Queen Mary 2. A few people up their balconies as well. Oh, yeah. Quite a few. Do like the Queen Mary 2. Beautiful colours, lovely design and shape. Long and slender.
Charlie Victor 25, Southampton speaker.
Excellent Blue Spell Mark G. Independent of the Seas, last import 2019, October. So yeah, that's 6 years ago, thereabouts. Let me see. Hopefully I've got everyone. Oh, there, Neil Mundy. Oh, there, David.
25, that's all received.
Yeah, I think I've got everyone. So if I've missed you, apologies. Oh, Paul. Let's have a look. He's already sent me the ads. A bit late there, Paul. Need to be earlier. Let's do this one. In case you're wondering, he's going to give us some prices. I'm just going to check on Arcadia. Oh, no, Arcadia's not gone anywhere yet. Okay, that's good. We can concentrate on Queen Mary 2. Now she's coming out of the Ocean Terminal, off on her 4-day round trip to Hamburg. You can see, compared to Iona and Avia that we have in recently, the other day, so few balconies by comparison. A lot more cabins with windows. Ocean view, I think they call them. Peasant class. That's where I normally travel inside. Inside cabin for me, please, Paul. Next time you're booking up one on the Queen Mary 2. So there are a few lifeboats missing towards the end there as well. I noticed, I think it was Arcadia, dropped off a lifeboat, wasn't it, the other day on the channel? That was interesting. We'd never seen that before. Dropped lifeboat tender off to be picked up. Let's do that one and that one. So that's 5 and 4. I'm all multitasking. It's not my best friend here. In case you're wondering, there's all sent up some prices from Love Cruise. And it's got a British Isles cruise. 12 nights on the Queen Mary 2. I'd probably... Well, actually, they were saying that. The balcony's not too bad, is it? Not much more expensive. And this is British Isles cruise for 12 nights in September. So possibly child-free as well. Calling in at Cove in Cork. Cove, as I like to say.
Royalist, that's all received. Thank you.
2 nights in Liverpool, then the Isle of Mull for a scenic cruise. I quite want to go to the Isle of Mull. There, I want to go and see Ulva, which is an island just off of Mull. Well,
Arcadia Beaches.
Somebody I know lives there, so I'm going to see that. And then where's it going after that? Oban, Invergordon, Queen's Ferry, and back to Southampton. That's 12 nights on Queen Mary 2 for $899. How about that, your mates? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Lots of people on their balconies. Lots of shipmates on their balconies. And we got someone waving. Probably waving to someone on Town Quay.
Arcadia Beaches.
I don't know what the temperature is, but my cabin feels, dare I say, a good deal warmer than what the temperature's reporting. Ooh.
Arcadia Beaches, yeah, good afternoon. Just seeing how you're getting on. You're ready for the departure shortly.
That's probably one of my favourite places to be on the Queen Mary 2. If I was to get on that, I'd be under the bridge there. I pretend I was the captain of Queen Mary 2.
That's all I see, thank you.
It's funny because we couldn't hear her. We heard Arcadia earlier, and now we can't hear her. There's actually something peculiar about Arcadia's radio, because we couldn't hear Arcadia the other day, yet we could clearly hear the other ships. Well, nothing to do with my radio, of course. How about short break to Rotterdam on Queen Mary 2? This is for March in, 27? Like 2 years away. Anyway, Inside from 519, balcony from 629. I'd probably stretch to a balcony at that sort of price. That's short breaks Rotterdam on Queen Mary 2. Calling in at Rotterdam and overnight at Rotterdam, and then back to wonderful Walsall. That's not bad, does it? Give you a sense of what it's like to travel on Queen Mary 2. Oh, she's looking particularly wonderful today, isn't she? I don't know why that is. Just I think it's probably the slightly blue sky and the red funnel. It's such a wonderful contrasting colours. And that blue hull. I don't care that it's called Cunard Grey. I'm calling it blue.
Qantas Highway headed to you outward bound. Queen Mary backing out from the Ocean Dock and Arcadia be away any moment.
Arcadia's away shortly. All right. Okay. Oh, we can, on this view here, this is not a bad view, on port cam, I'm now getting the captain's cufflinks down there at the bottom of your screen. There, the spare propeller blades. You can see the shipmates under the bridge, and we can see the bridge as well. Great. I like that. And over there on the left-hand side of the screen is mine Schiff 3. Oh, Queen Mary 2's off. I say on, depending on which one you've booked up, but it's probably a 4-day round trip. A 4-day round trip to Hamburg. Queen Mary 2 is, I say, getting on a bit these days. 21 years old, built in 2004. Interestingly, in my list of information is her class is ocean liner. Apparently the only last going ocean liner there is. Big distinguishing factor there is a speed. Speed and lack of accommodation, I suppose, would be the two distinguishing factors. Considering how long she is, 345 metres, that's the same as Avia and Iona, but almost half the passenger capacity. And the other distinguishing feature is speed. Most cruise ships have a top speed of somewhere around 20 to 22 knots. Queen Mary 2 has a top speed of 30 knots, or 56 kilometres an hour for all you continental types, or 35 miles an hour in the King's units. So she's considerably faster than your average cruise ship, meaning that she can cross the Atlantic much quicker. Just having a little look down there. Oh, the bow thrusters aren't going yet. All pulling out from the ocean terminal. Just have a quick check on Arcadia. I'm not getting her on the radio, but it sounds like she was going to be going soon. Yeah, nothing there as yet. Well, there's shipmate Dennis Mayers. Welcome aboard, shipmate. May thanks for subscribing. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm still suffering with a croaky voice. It's all right for a few minutes, but once I start talking, it seems to fog up again.
Thank you.
Oh, Giles wants a port. Makes good point. It says Queen Mary 2's lifeboats are a lot higher to account for the heavy seas. That's true. They are quite high, if you can see. In fact, she's quite a high freeboard, if there is such a thing on that style of ship. Basically, the deck that you'd walk around is much higher up on board the Queen Mary 2. She also has a splash. I can show you the splash shield at the front.
BGS Red Jet 6. Good afternoon. Shortly leaving Town Quay.
Yeah, you go. There's a...
Just 16 keys, Queen Mary 2, just starting to swing now off the ocean dock outward bound. And dockhead 1.38.
138, thank you.
Yeah, you can see those. She's got that sort of splash guard at the front there. You often see that on large commercial ships that have to travel through heavy seas. I think the Queen Mary 2 is the only passenger ship I know that has that design feature. She's certainly taking her time. Nice leisurely turn here. No rushing from Queen Mary 2. Don't want to spill those gin and tonics on board, I suppose. All those rum-based cocktails. Ooh, shipmate Sussex Red Enthusiast says, nice ship to look at, but a bit boring to travel on. Well, it's funny you should say that. One of a couple of shipmates I knew travelled on Queen Mary 2 a while back, and they suggested that, yes, being on there for quite a long time was a little... you need to make your own entertainment, I think is what they were saying. There's quite a lot of history on board to look at and different things, but there isn't essentially a lot to do. Well, the shipmate James Fleming, welcome aboard, shipmate. Mate, thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Artemis says, I need to start charging that frog rent. I certainly do. Don't think that frog's drunk enough rum, but you know. Shipmate David says, she's a queen. She's in no rush, and I can't blame her. And that's true. No, I like the sedatedness. We get an extra long view. Or we can even see the bulbous bow at the front as well. Let's have a look if I can... Yeah, if I zoom onto port cam here, right at the front of the ship, you can see the bulbous bow there. And there is actually a fantastic picture of the captain on the bulbous bow of Queen Mary 2. Let's see if I can find it. It's a really good picture. Where is it? Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I got it. I'll show you.
Arcadia on the move now. Thank you.
There you go. There's the captain of the Queen Mary 2, actually standing on the bulbous bow. That's what we can see here. That's the bulbous bow. That bit there just in front. What it does, it breaks up the wake running down the side of the ship and makes it more slippery as it travels through the water. But yeah, I think this was during lockdown. They dropped him off there, and he's standing right on the bulbous bow. I thought it was a great shot. I think it was during lockdown because she's anchored somewhere, and I think they were just amusing themselves. Which I can't say I blame them. Right, anyway, let's get back to the moving ship. There she is. Oh, see the whole top deck is full of shipmates there. Looking forward to a little trip to Hamburg. She's very gentle on the bow thrusters. You see when Iona and Arvia there, they really brushed the water up. But yeah, Queen Mary 2 gently does it. Apparently Arcadia is on the move. Is she? Well, I can't see her on the move. Well, take your word for it.
Leader Port Town and Geese St Marlow, nav Anchorage 8 we're bound.
Her shipmate Artemis says how to get to there. I think they lowered down one of the tenders and then dropped him off and then took the photograph with a drone, if I remember correctly. I think there was somewhere there's a whole article somewhere about the publicity stunt. Because I say, I'm pretty sure it was during lockdown. Hey, you can really see the people up on top. I'll zoom in. There we go. I need to get cruise cam working on my buttons. There we go. Flying flags up the top there. It's difficult. I'm just about to say, but it's difficult to see. But there is a red flag, but there's also a white and red flag, 50-50 sort of white and red flag. Vertical is just behind the all red flag. You'll see that on all the ships here in the port of Southampton. And that means the pilot is controlling the vessel, or the vessel is under control of the pilot, depending which way you look at it. Yeah, so if you did fancy a little go on Queen Mary 2, which sounds like a good idea to me, here's one for September this year.
VTS, Queen Mary 2, we'll swung out past 40 berth.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, all received, thank you.
So I don't think that's too bad for 12 nights, £900 from inside, in fact even $11.29 for a balcony. Destinations potentially aren't the most exciting, But like I say, I'm quite keen to go to Mull, although you only cruised past it. But I mentioned you cruised past the Ulva Island, which I'm keen to go to Ulva Island. Got a friend there, she'd probably give me a wave. Even better, a little short break here, 4 nights. So this is probably similar to what people are doing on Queen Mary 2 today. This is a 4-day break to Hamburg, but I suspect it's somewhat similar. People are just giving it a little try. Not too expensive. Is it $5.19 for inside? That's not much more for a balcony. I'll be going for a balcony. The Arcadia is on the move. I do find the stern of Queen Mary 2 particularly attractive. It's very different to all the other ships. He's got this bulbous stern there that is supposedly modelled on a soup spoon, and then this whole sort of terraced effect on the very back as well, around that sort of swimming pool stern. Very different, very unique looking. Just a beautiful looking ship, really. Excellent Blue Speller Mark G thinks the captain of VTS Queen Mary 2 is going to hold off Dockhead, maybe letting Arcadia go. Ooh. I'd be surprised. I don't think there's enough space for the 2 ships to pass at Dockhead. But, well, I didn't hear that on the radio, but I have been muting it when we had the ship horns and things. Lovely colour to the water again today. Shipmate J Little says, is an ocean liner deeper in draft than other ships? Oh, good question. Good question. Let me check. I wouldn't have thought so. And most of the ships are about, well, yeah, you know what she is actually, but most of the ships are about 8 to 9 metres. Queen Mary 2 is 10 metres. She's a little draftier than some of the ships, but not a great deal. Probably due to her proportions, long and thin, like a cigar, rather than like some of the cruise ships, which are a bit chunky. Compare that to some of the container ships we have in port, which will have a draft of 16 metres, so almost twice the cruise ships. Shipmate CS28 said, did I know that Waverley's calling in at Mull? No, I didn't. I didn't know that Waverley was calling in at Mull. Hopefully Waverley's coming back in to Southampton, I think, this year. I think, anyway. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. Definitely looking quite busy on the stern there of Queen Mary 2. I see lots of people out on deck enjoying it. I suppose it's an early departure, isn't it? Early departure, sunny day. Why wouldn't you be up on deck? The buffet will wait. It's a good example here of Queen Mary 2 compared to Mein Schiff 3. Mein Schiff 3 is still a reasonable sized ship, but look at Queen Mary 2, quite a bit taller. You can see how her decks, the first sort of open decks, are much higher up the ship. Designed for foul weather at sea.
VTS Independence of the Seas, good afternoon.
Independence of the Seas, BTS.
Yeah, VTS Independence of the Seas, starboard side 2101, going to station site to the east, draft 9.0, bound for Bilbao. Passenger crew figures to follow, should be on the move after Arcadia.
Independence of the Seas, BTS, that's all received. Shouldn't be any inbound traffic to affect you.
Thank you.
Independence of the Sea. I haven't seen her for about 6 years. That's really interesting. A variety of ships on today. We have.
Yes, ready. You're shortly away from Royal Pier. Outbound for Cowes. Intention to follow the Queen Mary.
Jamal Southampton, VTS, all received, thank you.
I get a beautiful side view here from
Red
Kitchen Cam.
Eagle VTS.
That's
Yeah, VTS, Red Eagle, afternoon again, shortly away from Royal Pier, outbound for Cowes, and intention to follow the Queen Mary.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all received. No information in the Arcadia is just like our lines. Zooming out about from 106.
All copied, thank you.
I don't think you could mistake the silhouette of Queen Mary 2 for any other ship. Your little sailing boat there's have to be careful. I could just see Arcadia coming onto our screens. She's coming on to box cam, and then Independence of the Seas has already called in. She says that she's ready to go after Arcadia. She was due away at 5, so Arcadia holding up the proceedings here. Naughty, naughty Arcadia. Don't think we've had any numbers yet from Arcadia. Now she's going past the the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. Which is probably, I think we were having a discussion today, probably the least desirable terminal to use here in the port of Southampton. Slightly overcast weather today, which is providing us with some bright lights. Not too much sun.
Roger 7 VTS, you may proceed with caution. The Arcadia is let go, just proceed out from 106.
VTS, Queen Mary 2, Western Shelf out.
Queen Mary 2 VTS, West South outbound, thank you. And Broke Red Falcon VTS, all received, thank you.
Well, shipmate Fran Ailing says lots of us in Mayflower Park. Yes, funny you should say that. I just noticed. I have.
Samalo, Southampton VTS.
Arcadia. Look, there's a whole lot of shipmates down there. The cows are rather. Oh.
Samalo VTS, I heard. I'll contact her for you.
The council rather generously installed some park benches down there.
Cygnus Leader, Southampton VTS.
So you can now have a little picnic or have a sandwich while you're watching the ships, or just gaze in awe at the stern of something, or the bow. Typically it tends to be the sterns that face Mayflower Park. Ahoy there, shipmate Focus 34 says Waverley back in Southampton from 5th of September. Oh, good. I shall look forward to that. I've not been on Waverley, so that'll be a first for me to get on board. So Arcadia, I haven't had any numbers yet from Arcadia, but I haven't really been receiving radio transmissions. But anyway, Arcadia is off on an 18-day round trip Mediterranean and Morocco discovery. Not allowed to take your drone into Morocco. That's all about all I know about Morocco. They don't like drones or cameras for that matter. Very odd. Nice little shot here of the red jet blasting in. Yep, so Arcadia's off on a 18-day round trip Mediterranean Morocco discovery, calling at Lisbon in Portugal, Alicante in Spain, and then Barcelona in Spain, and then Ceviche in Rome, or Italy, Albia in Sardinia, and then Casablanca, Marrakesh in Morocco, then Tangiers in Morocco, and then Ferrol in Spain, and then calling back into the wonderful port of Southampton making that an 18-day Mediterranean cruise. I suspect the weather will be rather pleasant down that neck of the woods. As you can see, there is a great deal of shipmates down there in the park. And look at this, the Isle of Wight Festival 2025. Wonder when that is. Probably says on there somewhere, doesn't it? Shipmate Nathan Harrington says Arcadia itinerary sounds great. Yeah, it is a good itinerary. That I've not seen a ship calling in at those sort of places before. Bit of Spain, Italy, Sardinia, and then a bit of Morocco as well. Wonderful. Let's see if I can give you some sample prices. Paul from Love Cruise sent me some sample prices. Let's get those up. Ooh, that one looks a bit spendy. Right, in case you're interested in sampling Arcadia. Oh, camera's a bit on. There we go. This one looks pretty decent. Although I have heard a couple of shipmates. I think it's actually I was talking to. Oh, Fraser at Sea. Excellent shipmate Fraser at Sea. Do check out his YouTube channel if you're interested. He vlogs away when he's on the ships. He says he's never been to Guernsey. Every time he has a cruise that calls in at Guernsey, it never does because of the weather. So Fraser at Sea might enjoy this.
Arcadia, yes, Pier head boy out, thank you.
Well, if you want to sample cruising on Arcadia, 3 nights on board in September this year from £407. And if memory serves me correctly, Arcadia is adult only, I think. Arcadia is 20 years old now, built in 2005 at a cost of $400 million US. Fancy something a little bit longer on Arcadia. 19 nights here for about £2,000 for an inside. Wow, that's a Mediterranean cruise. I wonder where that's going to. That's going to Motril in Spain, a couple of days at sea, Palermo in Italy, Piraeus in Greece, Heraklion in Crete, Santorini in Greece, Kusadasi in Turkey, and then popping into Gibraltar.
Southampton VTS, Costa Diadema.
Ah, Costa Diadema. If there's any shipmates up by the name. Not today. Oh, well, there's one up there, potentially. Oh, it looks like a crew member. He's wearing his uniform. Costa Diadema's calling in. She's not due away until 6, but they normally call in about an hour early just to check on things. Also got the lovely profile down here of Queen Mary 2. The Netley Cliff Sailing Club starting to get their boats out. I was down there at the weekend. Oh, ahoy there, shipmates. Chooser, welcome aboard, shipmates. And we can also see on cruise cam, there we go, heading down to Southampton water, looking majestic and definitely unmistakable. That is the wonderful Queen Mary 2. I realise I've closed the chat down. You probably all ask me questions and I can't see it. Shipmate Paul, our channel sponsor for Love Cruise. Oh, he says St. Peterport's a tender-only port, hence it's hit and miss port. Yes, of course, yes. Yeah, and shipmate Steve D. Roberts says, yes, Arcadia is adult only. Excellent. Thought it was. Quite a few shipmates find that very appealing aspect of the ship.
Southampton VTS, Costa Diadema.
Costa Diadema, Southampton VTS.
Good evening, madam. Just to confirm our departure time, 1900.
Costa Diadema, Southampton VTS. Yep, your departure time 1900. Your pilot will board approximately 20 minutes before departure from the shore side.
Okay, thank you very much. 20 minutes before departure from shoreside.
And in case you're wondering what Costa Diadema, I've just looked it up. Diadema means small crown. Okay, well, there we go. Shipmate Paul as well says he's managed to get off. He's been there once and managed to get off first time. Excellent. Well, the shipmate Raymond Dixon says, what time is Independence of the Seas leaving? She's leaving now, I think. Yes, she's leaving after Arcadia. Oh, let me have a look on the map. She could actually be moving at the moment. Oh, no, not moving just yet. Right, we're safe for the moment. Yeah. I'm
VTS, the Arcadia, I've got the figures when you're happy.
Oh, yes, give me some figures, please, Arcadia, if we go to radio range.
Arcadia VTS, yep, go for it.
Yep, passengers 1980, crew 853 plus 1.
Excellent, so passenger numbers for Arcadia.
Arcadia VTS 1980 and 1853, thank you.
She has a maximum double occupancy of...
VTS, your crew is just 853.
Arcadia VTS, just 853, apologies.
Yeah, plus 1, me.
That'd be a lot of crew otherwise. Yes, that makes Arcadia...
Cygnus Leader VTS.
Hi there, shipmates Shaftos. Welcome aboard, shipmates. And there's Queen Mary 2, heading down south of the port. The tide looks like it's out. So Queen Mary... Arcadia's called in with about 2,000 passengers. She's got capacity for about 2,100. So she's reasonably full, and she's got pretty much a full complement of crew, which is pretty much the way things are going these days. I've noticed it was only the Celebrity Apex that left the other day with quite a spare capacity, but most of the ships are going out pretty much full. I mean, don't forget, some of the cabins could be single occupancy and things like that. So even though all the cabins are occupied, it may not be reached the full amount of passengers on board. But I'm just going to whip box cam around so that we'll catch the Independence of the Seas when she starts moving. Not that you can't miss her. Quite a big lady. There we go. That's all set up. Camera's gone wonky. Come on, camera. No, that's what's going on. What's going on here? There we go. Just moving cruise camera around. There we go. Right. That's set up there. I'm keeping my eyes on Independence of the Seas. Then once she's away at 5 o'clock. There's a bit of a gap there where I've suggested I might have a bit of galley time. And then at 7 o'clock, Costa Diadema. And then 8 o'clock, Mine 3, unless they've changed their times, of course, which I'll just check on. Because you know what they're like. Independence doesn't look like she's moving just yet. Let's have a look. Just check on that. Independence. Oh, Independence of the Seas is 5 o'clock. Oh, did I might have misread that. Oh, 5 o'clock for Independence of the Seas. Okay, so she's away next, and then we've got quite a gap until Costa Diadema. Oh, hang on. Which one? No, Independence of the Seas is 5 o'clock. Costa Diadema at 7. It's getting confusing. Our poor old captain here can't cope with 5 ship movements at the same time. He struggles. Oh, there we go. Queen Mary 2. There we go. That is Arcadia. Gosh. This is quite a workout for my poor little brain. Still looks quite breezy out there. It's sort of been breezy for a while now. Shipmate Hades says dancing man at 8:30. Quite possibly. It's yeah, quite possibly. Could probably do with a dancing man time. A lovely pint of... What did I have a lovely pint of yesterday? They have about 12 different beers on that they make all by themselves. I think yesterday I had big bad stout I had a pint of.
BTS, Queen Mary 2. I'd just going to get a dockhead tide reading, please.
Oh, the shipmate Eric Davenport. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, dockhead tide reads 1.17.
1.17, thank you.
So he's on about the dockhead tide gauge here. As you can see, it's pretty much the low as it goes at the moment, and that's like exactly what the VTS said. Well, we have said 1 metre. This is Town Quay. Not a lot of difference, but gives you an idea of what the tide's doing. Looks like there's a party going on the stern on Arcadia. Broken down red funnel ferry there. Shipmate Deborah Phillips says, very tempted with adults only Arcadia as just got off Arvia yesterday. Yeah, I've heard a couple of shipmates have talked about going on the sort of the P&O ships, or some ships in general, and I don't know what it is, but sometimes they are full of children, even though it's not school holidays. I don't quite follow how that works. I went on, what was it, the MSC Euribia last year, and there were quite a few children on board of a foreign nationality. So not British children. Well, I didn't have a problem with that, but there was a bar, one of the best bars on the ship, right at the very top, sort of the Crow's Nest equivalent bar. Had a great view, my favourite bar, but it was just full of children running around. And we did say, friends of ours who we were cruising with said that last time they were on a similar ship, MSC ship, that bar particularly was adult only, which I thought would have been fine. I would have enjoyed that if it was an adult only bar. It did have a singer in the corner and things like that on the piano. It seemed a shame to have all those children running around. I know it can be a strong dividing factor amongst some of the shipmates. Well, the shipmate, sorry, I just missed your name there. I think it was shipmate June. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Yeah, thanks for subscribing. And there we go. There is the stern of Mein Schiff 3. As the Germans would say, my ship 3. Apparently, they've been at it again. There's Mein Ship 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's an 8. And I think they've broken the trend recently. Not giving them numbers, actually giving them names, I think. It's got an interesting sort of what looks like a prism on the optical prism, not a prism to putting in naughty people. Cool prism on the stern of Mein Schiff 3. Yeah, you can see it there. Better view on cruise cam. Yeah, it's an interesting feature, that.
VHS Arcadia, Western Shelf out now.
Arcadia, VTS, Western Shelf out, thank you.
The next away is the Independence of the Seas, and I think I just saw Paul from Love Cruise said she's had an amplification. I think you talk about Independence.
Southampton, VTS.
Shipmate Fidget says, yes, the 8 Mein Schiff Relax, that's right. Oh, hi there, shipmate Carol Watson. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member of the channel.
Sickness leader, VTS, that's all received, thank you.
make your way down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog, and sign up to our Discord server. You should be provided with a link somewhere in the information. Paul from Love Cruises says you'd like the schooner bar.
BTS Independence of the Seas.
Independence now. Is she ready to go?
Independence of the Seas, VPS, on the move, thank you.
Doesn't like she's moving to me. Oh, no, I could be wrong. This is quite good. They have got some good separation in the ships today. Seeing them all. Yes, Shipmate Paul says you'd like schooner bar on Royal Caribbean ships, a pianist, and the smell of sandalwood piped through the aircon. Well, that does sound rather good, doesn't it? Right, yes, no, Independence of the Seas is now moving. I was hoping to drone Independence of the Seas this morning, and Costa Diadema. Unfortunately, I didn't get up in time. I'm struggling with this cough. Still not feeling 100%. It's slowing me down. There we go. There's the Independence of the Seas coming out. Right, where did I get to? Which camera shall I use now?
Southampton VTS, Red Jet 7. Heading Town Quay.
Yep, we haven't seen Independence of the Seas for about 6 years.
7 VPS, all received and traffic information. Outbound Arcadia at Western Shelf, clear tunnel vessel. And the Queen Mary 2 passing Forley, outbound also clear tunnel vessel.
VTS, I received, thank you.
She's going to be based in Southampton for the entire summer until about October, and then she's going to head over to Miami. And I think that's probably the last we're going to see of her for some years. Yeah, it is, yes, because then she's based in Miami or Cape Liberty. So up in...
Red Jet 6 VTS, all received and traffic information. Queen Mary 2 passing SO, clear tunnel vessel. And the Arcadia, passing Western Shelf, outbound, clear tunnel vessel also. And the Independence of the Seas, just letting go from 101, also clear tunnel.
Yeah, so she's based in...
Southampton VTS, good evening. This is the Red Falcon passing Northwest Netley inbound. Permission to...
Yeah, she's based in New Jersey next winter and then back to Miami again.
Proceed with caution, the Independence of the Seas letting go from 101.
All copied, ma'am. Many thanks.
All right, let's see if... Did Paul send me adverts over for this one? Yes.
Hello, Southampton VTS. Hello, VTS. All received. Have a good evening.
Haven't had any passenger numbers yet.
Southampton VTS, my shift 3. Good afternoon, sir.
Mine Shift 3, Southampton VTS.
Good afternoon, madam. We would like to inform you that for 3 hours notice for our departure time, 1900.
Shipmate Paul's got some great information here. It says the curly water slides, which we can see just pretty much in the centre of the picture at the top of the ship.
2000.
They were added at the amplification, as they've called it, when she went in for a refit last year, I think it was. They're called the Perfect Storm, apparently. They also added a sports bar and laser tag. I'm not so sure what useful laser tag is. Sports bar, though, I can see that. I like the sports bar, frankly, on Norwegian Aqua. I enjoyed that. Had an automatic darts machine that added up your score for you, which is, luxurious. Anyway, she's got a space for about 3,800 passengers at double occupancy or 4,600 at maximum occupancy. Maybe we'll get some numbers later before she goes out of radio range. Built in 2008, so she's actually 17 years old. I didn't think she was as old as that, so I thought she was a bit newer. Built at a cost of approximately $830 million US. Has a top speed of 23 knots or 43 kilometres an hour, 26 miles an hour in the King's units. It's 338 metres long, 56 metres beam. Gross tonnage, 154,000 gross tonnes. sister ships are the Freedom of the Seas and the Liberty of the Seas. Quite a few shipmates up on the top deck there. Quite a few shipmates down at Mayflower Park as well.
Good siren, VTS. Disembarking northeast of the tower, thank you. Good siren, VTS. There is currently no reported inbound traffic.
And Independence of the Seas is breaking with what seems to be most of the ships have been going anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, but now she's going, they've been going clockwise rather, but she's going anti-clockwise. Not quite sure what the reasoning is for going one way or the other. Pilot's choice, I guess. Oh, I'm not coughing, I'm sneezing. Must be a high pollen day, I think. Independence of the Seas, I've noticed, has yellow lifeboats as well. Yep, definitely Independence of the Seas. I can read it on the side there. Gary? Oh, talk about Gary, yes. That was on the other one, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, some of the other carnival ships have animals on the sides. Let's look at some prices, shall we? So, Independence of the Seas. How about this? 7 night. Whoa. Price. Oh, hang on. Oh, that makes sense. I was going to say it's a bit pricey, but I just see it's for 2 adults and 2 children. I'm guessing in the same cabin. And that is in August. Okay, in the school holidays. Makes sense, of course. 7 nights. Norway school holiday family deal. Ah, there we go. From Southampton. Calling it Zeebrugge. Bruges. Then at sea. Skolden in Norway. Olden in Norway. Then Haugesund, Norway. And then back to Southampton. What's this? The bonus that's on board. Greece, the musical. Water slides. Water park. Surf simulator. Ice skating. Unlimited pizza and ice cream. I think that's probably a child's dream, isn't it? Unlimited ice cream and pizza. Outdoor movie screen and excellent kids club. Yes, I think someone's mentioned they have excellent kids club. I think that might have been Paul from Love Cruise. I think he was jealous he couldn't go into the kids club. There is Arcadia, heading down to Southampton Water, Red Jet, busy overtaking. Water's looking lovely and calm out there. As it's a Monday, there's not a lot of pleasure traffic around. Let's have a look what else has Paul sent us over for deals. 9-night Spanish Flair. This is for September this year. 9 nights on board. Inside from 11:43. Balcony from 1600. That's calling in at Vigo in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal, Cadiz in Spain, La Coruña in Spain, Bilbao in Spain, and then back to Southampton. That includes some facilities on board like Playmakers, Sports Bar and Arcade. That must be the new thing. Grease the Musical, Flow Rider, Surf Simulator, Ice Skating Rink, Outdoor Movies, Laser Tag, and the Perfect Storm Water Slides. That's for children of all sizes, I would suggest. Oh, sounds like shipmate Johnny B is not doing so well.
BTS, Red, Kestrel, shortly departing Robert.
Deploy our main channel to the east and deepwater route 1835.
Shipmate Johnny B gets well soon.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, understood. Deepwater route 1835.
PTS, Red Kestrel, good afternoon, shortly departing Rope here, and we're following out Independence of the Seas.
Kestrel VTS. That's all understood, thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. There's some idea of some prices there on the Independence of the Seas. And she is based in Southampton until September. Or, well, I think end of September. That must be one of the last cruises. Well, the shipmate #Metsua says, new subscriber, do people get seasick on cruise ships? Yes. Yes, they do. And it's not always when it's rough. Sometimes when it's smooth, also people can be a little unsettled. When I took the Norwegian Aqua across the Atlantic the other month, I noticed in the sort of little convenience shop that they have on board.
BTS, Independence of the Seas, Pierhead.
In the little convenience shop that they have on board, it wasn't when we started heading across the Atlantic, it got a bit rough and a bit choppy. I was quite enjoying it, but quite a lot of people weren't, and I noticed that they sold out of seasickness tablets very quickly. So yes, as one of my friends who I go sailing on cruise ships with, she always takes a little supply of seasickness tablets and a few bracelets and things, and most of the time she doesn't need them, but occasionally she does. So yes, so people do. Shipmate Lottie G. Oh dear, looks like I'm in trouble. Says, Captain, please stop showing us cruise deals, Captain. I've booked Queen Mary 2 for 27. It's all your fault. Oh, must apologise. Yes, I know. You don't realise how hard it is for me. So, well, hello. What's this funny thing on the side here? Oh, that wrong way. Don't realise how hard it is for me not to be booking things up. I was already quite interested. I think Independence of the Seas Horde was setting off some car alarms somewhere. Excellent. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm trying to work out what this like sort of flying saucer is. It looks like it's landed on the side of Independence of the Seas. It's an interesting thing. Yeah, slightly. I think that's the Red Falcon joining in there. I always think that this element here on towards the stern above the Independence of the Seas looks like a UFO's landed on the ship. So this, I can't zoom in too much annoyingly because the sun's facing us. But I think that's the whole sort of water slide thing called the Storm that shipmate was talking about. Paul from Rough Cruise. Oh, and Paul says that's a cantilevered whirlpool. Well, that's fantastic. Cantilever whirlpool. I like the sound of that. Yes, that's the red Kestrel. She was waiting for Independence to go past. Shipmate Susan Cruz says hot tub. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, I might be tempted now. I think I might be tempted to get in that little bit of a hot tub there. That looks brilliant. Oh. Well. Now I know. Well, the shipmate Alex Kitchen, welcome aboard, shipmate. May I thanks for subscribing. That's a good amount of honking there. That's in fact, to be honest, it was quite loud. I do need to connect my outside microphone in a different direction. I know I keep banging on about these things. I need to. At the moment, I just feel I'm just well enough to do a few broadcasts and then do some work, and that's about it. Done for the day. Shipmate, an excellent channel spotter. Paul says, oh, it's the flying saucer thing. It's the Starship Enterprise. It's a lounge. You get a great view there. Oh, just my favourite. I thought it might be a bar. It's got that sort of whiff of bar about it. And Red Kestrel following up from behind. That's probably her last run for the day, I would think. She'll probably come back, drop off a few more freight vehicles, and then be shutting down for the day. Normally she's off duty by about 5:30. Independence of the Seas is here for the entire summer. And today she's off on a 12-day round trip Discover the Canaries cruise. There you go, there's Red Kestrel. Dutifully waiting. Red Kestrel is a freight-only vessel, so it's full of empty trailers. They shuttle the trailers to and fro. And a few lorries go on with their drivers. Space for 12 passengers on board. There's those 3 little windows there. There's like a little galley area in there. That's where 12 passengers go aboard. Only for freight only. Or when the scooter festival's on, sometimes they load it full of scooters and then send the scooters over on Red Kestrel and then send the scooter riders over on Red Jet. That's some good haulage today. Excellent. Very impressed. Well, we've done well with haulage lately. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, session on a 12-day discovery of the Canaries cruise, calling it Bilbao in Spain, then Lisbon in Portugal, then Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, Tenerife in the Canary Islands, Funchal in Madeira, the Madeira Islands, Portuguese Madeira Islands, and then La Coruña in Spain, and then back to the port of Southampton. Having a quick look through what she's doing, and she's for the rest over the summer she's taking on Spanish Portuguese cruises, a weekend in Bruges, more Spain, Bruges, Spain, Norway, a couple of fjords cruises, all Spanish cruises, North fjords cruises, Spanish cruises, fjord cruises, and then in October the 16th rather, she heads off one way to Miami, Florida. Not to be seen again for the foreseeable future. Shipmate Stephen Salt says they were on RVO last May going through the Bay of Biscay, which was smooth. It was not often smooth in the Bay of Biscay, so that was unusual. Going down past Santiago to the Mediterranean, we had 4 to 5 metre swell. Didn't bother the wife and I, but others complained. Yes, when we were on Aqua, a lot of people were complaining that it was quite bumpy and rough. I liked it personally. I like a bit of a thrill when I'm at sea, but nonetheless, lots of people didn't like it. Lots of people complaining that their hangers in the wardrobe were clanking together. And I mean, honestly, just put them together or put a towel over them or take them off or something. It's not difficult. Although one shipmate I was talking to said they had to move cabin. Obviously, it's a brand new ship and probably never been in big seas before, and he said there was a constant knocking on the wall behind his bed. It sounded like there was a cable in there just swinging around and knocking. So they moved him to a different cabin, which I thought was rather decent of them. Oh, got a good view here on Netlicam. There we go. There's the that's Independence honking, just for the fun of it. We like ships that honk for fun. Again, sounds like setting off car alarms.
Slightly over, just following the cruise ship up.
There we go, you can see that slide on top there. Yep, some good honking there. Good quality honking. Have I missed the Independence completely on Itching Cam? Oh dear. Oh, there she is, coming onto our screens now. The all looks like a climbing wall as well. Yeah, it's quite the arrangement, isn't it? All those tubes and things up there. Red Kestrel following behind. And then Independence of the Seas passing the dock head here. Oh gosh, what a busy little time we've had. All right, shipmates. Well, I shall continue following Independence down Southampton water.
VTS, Independence of the Seas, Western Shelf.
Independence of the Seas, Western Shore, thank you.
We'll probably see, I would imagine, Queen Mary 2 on... should be on Cow's Cam in quite a while. I'll get that up. And then we'll have Arcadia on Cow's Cam. Yeah, Cow's Cam is ready. Right, where was I? What was I doing? What was I doing? Too many things to control. Oh, if you do fancy coming along on our group cruise ship, mates, have spaces available. We are heading off to Hamburg in the middle of October. 14th of October, 5 nights, overnight in Hamburg on the lovely Sky Princess. If you're interested in that, or actually if you're interested in any cruise-related item, give Paul a call on Love Cruise and he'll be able to sort you out. Well, the shipmate 80 says no numbers from Indy. No numbers as yet. Next away is going to be the Costa Diadema at 7 o'clock, then followed by Mein Schiff 3 at 8 o'clock. Oh, it's feeling very warm in my cabin. What is the weather? It is 16 degrees C. Oh, it's warmed up a touch. 70% humidity. Oh, that would probably explain it. A lot of humidity. Gentle gust of wind. It's helping to blow the ship horns this our way. I wonder if Costa Diadema will give us a rendition. Be nice, wouldn't it? All right, I'm going to carry on following whichever ship this is. Blimey, brains. Independence of the Seas. We're going to carry on following Independence of the Seas, so she heads down Southampton water. And then we'll catch Arcadia and Queen Mary 2 on Cow's Cam later. There we go. Turning on my spare phone to control the camera. Oh, you can't see. Sorry, I've left the weather on. There we go. That's a red kestrel in the background. Well, shipmate Edward Coates always has very good close-up views of Independence of the Seas. Yeah, it's quite a lot to look at the top there. Like I say, she's going to be in port for the summer, so we'll see quite a lot of her. I'm hoping I'll get out there and get some drone footage at some point. Well, shipmate Bruce Mack from the Palm Harbor, Florida. Ooh, I should go into the States, shouldn't I, really, and do a live stream from a port in the States. That would be good, wouldn't it? Shipmate Sussex Red Enthusiast says, when I went on Waverley last year, some people were seasick. Oh, my word. Well, actually, it probably does make sense, because I suspect she does roly-poly around a little bit, Waverley. Long and thin. Yeah, excellent. Spanner. Matt King says, you know it's a good honk when it sets off car alarms. Yeah, I know. It really did sound loud. Good. When I've got a bit of time, I'm going to try and connect up the other outside microphone, which is better quality. It's actually physically installed. I just can't find a way to connect to it remotely very easily. I was using Skype, and then they've discontinued Skype, so I need to find something else. Right, shipmates, if there are any questions, fire away. Otherwise, I shall save my voice, and I shall return after a quick galley break. If you anything you want to know, please fire away. Oh, with a shipmate, Donna's Diary says, there she goes again. It was smooth sailing from America. We have been home a few hours ago from Southampton after getting off independent of the seas. Ah, fantastic. It's amazing the number of shipmates that come into their channel and watch the ship depart they've just been on. I think they just want to keep that memory of the holiday going.
Apex CTS, that's all received, thank you.
Yes, I can use Teams, but I don't really want to because that's an added level of annoyance. I'm trying to use NDI, which is network. Which is a network protocol for sending data. That's what I'm working on. Shipmate Donna's Diary said Transatlantic was very good. Oh, I do enjoy Transatlantic. Oh, did you think Red Kestrel's going for an overtake here? Oh, ambitious of the little fella.
Arcadia, VTS, require main transit, thank you, and the reports inbound traffic for you.
Shipmate Martha Murphy says, oh, Captain, what apps are the best to use for info on a cruise ship? Oh, do you know what? I don't know. Oh, that's a really good question, that is. What apps? I'll hold my hands up, I don't know. I tend to use Cruise Mapper for general ship info and where their ships are going. Shipmates, Donna's Diaries. Oh, she's just waiting for my last vlog to upload from the trip. It was so good. Oh, well, I may have a quick... I'll have to watch your vlogs. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, she put a whole load of vlogs up. There you go, if you want to look at Donna's Diaries. I've just put the link up for traffic there. Bass Bobo, yeah, Ship Finder, yeah, Vessel Finder, Ship Finder, Marine Traffic, they're all quite good for looking at AIS. Cruise Mapper website I tend to use for finding out when and where the ships are going. I think Red Kestrel is going for the overtake, you know. Look at that, full steam ahead on Red Kestrel. Independent of the Seas, taking it easy. Let's have a look. We can look actually on our map. I'll give us some speeds. Independence of the Seas, currently travelling at 12 knots. Red Kestrel, come on. Red Kestrel, 12.1 knots. Just inching ahead. Nope, not that camera, that one. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of apps out there, but I don't tend to use that many of them. Nicholas Shaw said, did you just see some lightning, or was that just a camera glitch? Probably just a camera glitch, I suspect. I don't. Although it does feel quite humid out there, and I did feel a couple of big spots of rain earlier. I don't think it's actually lightning here yet.
Max, VTS.
Oh, Queen Mary's on cows, is she? Busy multitasking here. I'm running out of hands and devices. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get more cameras. I'm going to have to re-strategise.
Max, VTS, that's all received, thank you.
Yep, Red Kestrel definitely winning this race. We have a glorious sight over on Cow's Camp. Don't know what it is about Cow's Camp. I think I know what it is. The ships are going faster on Cow's Camp because they are passing the Isle of Wight. They're actually in a proper channel. They just look better. I'll show you in a second when she gets on there. There we go. There we go. Oop, take that out of the way. There we go. There is Queen Mary 2 over passing cows on the Isle of Wight. That look magnificent. It's just brilliant colours. The lovely red on the funnel and the blue of the hull, dark blue of the hull. Just always seems to look good. In fact, I can even see Queen Mary 2 now over on cruise cam. Well, ship Mark Wakely says, how do you get the ship to shore communication? I use VTS, the Vessel Traffic Services. They transmit on VHF channel 12, Marine channel 12. And I've just got a software-defined radio connected to my computer. And I can just pick it up and listen to it. In fact, I did actually contact the... I was going to say the FCC, but it's not the FCC in this country. What is it in this country? Anyway, I did contact the authorities and asked them if I could rebroadcast it. And they said, yes, no problem at all. If it's meant to be public information, so no problem there. Now there she is, passing on Cow's Camp. If we look on Cruise Camp, you can see her in the very distance. Quite good visibility today. What are we looking at? Looking at somewhere in the region of 32.8 nautical miles. And then if you're wondering how the race is going, I think Red Kestrel is slowly getting there, 0.1 knot at a time. Well, the shipmate Martin Murphy says they'll be on Britannia next month for our first cruise around the British Isles.
Charlie Victor 23, this is Southampton VTS, KHM is on channel 11.
Somebody calling for KHM, that's the King's Harbour Master in Portsmouth.
Carmen VTS.
It used to be the Queen's Harbour Master, and it's Queen's Harbour Master for so many years. I was talking to one of the chaps down there, and he'd been working in there for something like 25 years, and even he was struggling to answer the radio correctly.
Carmen, Southampton VTS, channel 12.
Oh, Hayley Smith, do you mean the MCA? No, not the MCA. It was the not the FCC. No, maybe it was the FCC. It's the radio communications chappies.
VTS Register 6 departing Southampton.
Red Jet 6, thank you. Independence of the Seas at the Cabin outbound, Clear Channel, Arcadia at the beach, and the VLCC due away at 18:15.
That's all copy, sir. Thank you.
Ooh, what's away at 18:15? VLC, that was a container ship. No. No, I don't know what that was. Oh, I just absolute standout silhouette of from the Queen Mary 2 there, undeniable. Yes, that's as shipmate Sussex Rail enthusiast points out, it's not KHM anymore, it's VTS. They've changed it to Portsmouth VTS. I'm not sure why. So you've got two lots of VTS. You've got Portsmouth VTS and Southampton VTS. It's a little bit confusing. KHM, I liked King's Harbour Master, really. Mainly because it's a port. So VTS, Southampton VTS controls the water all the way from Southampton down Southampton Water over to and round the Isle of Wight, round the Nab anchorage, but from the mouth of Portsmouth Harbour all the way inside used to be controlled by QHM, Queen's Harbour Master, now renamed KHM, King's Harbour Master, and I suspect because nobody could remember it was called KHM and kept calling it QHM, they're now calling it VTS. Oh, look, here we go. Oh, this is nice. We can get to see Arcadia and Queen Mary 2 at the same time. Well, the shipmate Paul Crane, welcome aboard, shipmate. May thanks for subscribing. That shows you how good visibility is today. Much as I like the summers, the visibility is not as good. So it's all a bit confusing now. Ofcom, my spider log says Ofcom. It might have been Ofcom, yeah. I can't remember who it was. I did call somebody up and had a nice conversation with them about it. In fact, he was so intrigued, he went off and did some research just to make sure he was right, and yeah, he was right. Next away at 7 o'clock is the Costa Diadema. First time on the channel, first time in port.
Good evening to you. The Arcadia is at light float out. The Independence, the Seas at the cabin out, both clear channel. The LCC due away from SO5, 18:15.
Oh, it looks like Arcadia is just getting into a little bit of sun there as well. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? Just a bit of sun there, making them light up. Well, the shipmate Shepherd Book, all the way from Texas in the USA. Apologise for being late. No problem, shipmate. You did miss some good honking earlier. And we're watching Independence of the Seas. And that's Arcadia in the very distance. And then beyond there somewhere is Queen Mary 2. Next away at 7 o'clock is the Costa Diadema, first time on the channel. And then 8 o'clock, Mein Schiff 3. My Ship 3, as the Germans say. Shipmate Bruce Maxes, are there any onboard live cameras on Queen Mary 2 presently? I don't know. I've not really looked.
Good evening to you. We'll see, thank you.
Shipmate Hades says the only channels you can't broadcast are emergency services and ATC. I'm not sure about ATC. I have had some conflicting information about that, but I don't really get involved in aviation. The thing about the emergency service channel, you can rebroadcast it, but if there's some sensitive information, they would rather you didn't. So if you're just monitoring it, then you can, but if you just left it on, there was something sensitive went across, I really shouldn't have it on, so I don't broadcast the emergency channel. Anyway, I don't really want to know what emergencies are happening. Well, the shipmate book says somehow I knew QM2 would put on a good ship. Yeah, Queen Mary 2 did, and also Independence of the Seas. Very good honking from her. Very good honking indeed. Right, shipmates, galley time is calling for me, but I will continue following along here, and I shall be back at 7 for the next ship. Right, shipmates, I'll see you all at 7.
Carmen, Southampton VTS. Yes, that's all I see. Thank you. Please call me when you start to head inward bound towards the island.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon, permission for European common speed, please.
Red Falcon is basically Athens Spirit VLCC SO5 due away at 1850.
Copy, sir, thank you.
Bird Kestrel, thank you. Princess Highway, VTS, good evening. Princess Highway, thank you. If you can maintain watch until 10 miles clear of the nav tower, otherwise have a good crossing. Good morning. Athens Spirit, VTS, good evening.
VTS, Athens Spirit, good evening to you, Sam. Two pilots on board here. Number 5, just making the tugs ready for departure. Extract 9.2, no vessels Portland. B21 plus 2.
Athens Spirit, that's all received. Other than the local ferry traffic, all clear to proceed. Independence of the sea, thank you. Red Jet 7, yes, please. O2, that's all received, thank you. No reported inward bound to us.
VTS, Joker.
Joker, VTS.
Yeah, good afternoon. We're finished on 101, heading back to 25.
Down back to 25, thank you. Red Eagle, thank you. The Independent Sea just booked in westbound, outbound, clear channel, and the LCC just let them go to SO5 outbound and shipping clear channel.
Athens Spirit, lights gone, that's on the point.
Athens Spirit, all received, thank you. Roger, 6, thank you. The Independent Sea's just ahead of you. The Athens Spirit, just let them go now from SO5. Red Jet 7, thank you. The Athens Spirit just departing at SO5 out of bound, be clear channel.
Rounds will see, thank you.
Independence of the Seas, feature. Independence of the Seas, VTS on 12. Yeah, good evening again. Did you get any figures yet? That's all received. Okay. West. Thank you. Red, Southampton, thank you. Coty Ivorian Star, BTS. Good evening. Coty Ivorian Star, it's all received, thank you. Can I have your draft, please, and how many crew, including the master? Coty Ivorian Star, that's all received, thank you. Traffic information, the cruise ship Queen Mary 2 is in the deep water route. Cruise ship Arcadia is at St Helens, coming out west of the Nav Tower. There is another cruise ship, Independence of the Seas, currently passing through the Soak. Thank you. If you can maintain watch on this channel, and channel 9, and do not pass the pilot boarding station until your pilot is on the bridge. Thank you.
A VTS Athens Spirit, that's hook boy out, main channel to the east.
Athens Spirit, all received, thank you. Queen Mary 2, VTS. Queen Mary 2, it's received. Coty's Owen Star just called up, people bound from the south, 1940, western south. Red Jet 6, yes, please.
It's all copied.
VTS, ready, again.
Ready, go, thank you. The next departure, Maritel, 31 berth, 1930.
VTS, the Costa Diadema.
Costa Diadema VTS, yeah, you then?
Evening, yeah. We're looking good to go for 19:30 now. I think that's when the last bus rocks up. They should be all on board, so we're good to go.
1930. Okay, yeah, I'll just find out quickly. Yeah, Costa Diadema, yeah, 1930 is okay. Mine Chief's away due away at 2000, and the motor rail due away for 31 1930 as well.
Sorry, which one is due away at 1930?
Yeah, that's the Marta rail on 31 berth, the 199 metre rail. Very two, Peter. Very two, that's all I see. Thank you. Have a good watch and see you next time. Yeah, dependency, thank you. Next in, we're bound Cote d'Ivoire Star, boarding 1940 west of the Tower of Portsmouth.
BTS, Switzerland, curious, good evening. Justice broken away from 44. Now for the Mayflower. Working very well.
Curious, BTS, that's the Arcadia, Southampton VTS. Devoyant Star coming up to nav anchorage 12. She's inbound for Charlie for reports of pilot 1940. Just over BTS, that's all received. Athens Spirit there, South Gravel turn outbound. Next we're in the docks on 31 berth, the Martorell at 1930, 1930.
BTS, Red Eagle, Northwest Netley, British County.
Red Eagle, Southbound TTS, yes, you may proceed if safe to do so. No reported traffic.
Thank you very much.
VPN. Very much. Out to VTS, that's all it is. No immediate traffic. Quick, Kestrel, good evening. Traffic information on 31 berth, the Martorell, Q2 at 1930. Over.
VTS, Bargate.
Okay, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, good evening. That's us underway now from 37 for the departure of the cargo.
Bargate VTS, that's all received, around for 31. Arcadia, Southampton VTS. Arcadia, Southampton VTS, that's all received. BTS all received traffic update. Cote d'Ivoire Star, 4 miles south of the tower. Boarding at Charlie at 1940, 1940, over.
VTS, the Costa Diadema.
Costa Diadema, Southampton VTS.
Evening, 102, just letting some lines go now. Good to go in the next few minutes. Draft is 8.53, next port Rotterdam, and I'll call you back with numbers when they get them.
Costa Diadema, BTS all received no immediate traffic, over.
VTS Martorell.
Martorell, Southampton VTS.
VTS Martorell.
Martorell, Southampton VTS. Martorell, Southampton VTS.
VTS Martorell, evening to you, starboard side 231 berth, got a draft of 8.55 and Ross into the bridge with 23.
Martorell, Southampton VTS, that's all received. Nobody in traffic, Costa Diadema at 102, which is also due away next couple of minutes. Over.
We're just singling up now.
All received.
Clear to proceed?
Yeah.
Southampton VTS, Red Jet 7.
Red Jet 7, yes, you may proceed if safe to do so. No avoiding traffic.
VTS, Red Jet 7. Thank you.
Kestrel, Southampton VTS. Traffic update, Fancy Martorell, underway now. Or top no lines. 31 berth outbound. Falcon, Southampton VTS all received traffic update. The Martorell, underway now, 31 berth outbound. Costa Diadema on 102, she's due away shortly. Roger 7, Southampton VTS, see you there, outbound Town Quay. The Martorell, underway now, 31 berth, outbound.
Yes, Roger 7, that's copy, so I'm actually shifting around to maintenance berth all here to close down. Roger 6, we'll pick up the service the rest of the evening. Both back in at 6:05 in the morning.
6:05, all received.
Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, I wonder if that's working. Oh, yep, that's working. No, I did wonder if it was working because I've been experimenting with trying to get the outside microphone to work over NDI, but didn't really do too much. Well, I'm still broadcasting that little project for later for the captain. Right, this is the second to last departure. A new one for the channel, the Costa Diadema. Just noticed there's some lovely images over there on Netlycam. Lovely setting sun. Beautiful. Costa Diadema, I haven't heard of any passenger numbers yet. He's a bit late. She was supposed to leave at 7. She apparently was waiting for some buses to arrive. Anyway, Costa Diadema, a new one. Never been in here to the port of Southampton. She was built in 2014. She's 11 years old. Has capacity for anywhere from 3,800 to 4,500 passengers. So a reasonably good sized ship. Last refurbished in 2023. Sister ships are Carnival Breeze, Carnival Dream, Carnival Magic. The Costa Diadema is on a 4-day one-way trip from Southampton to Kiel in Germany, calling in at Rotterdam on the way. Then after that, I don't think we'll see her again. She's based in Northern Europe and travelling around the fields, a bit like Iona. And that looks like that's what she's doing until about winter time. Then she heads down to the Mediterranean. So I suppose we might see her then. Let's have a look. Where'll she go? Nope, she's not calling it Southampton. No, this is probably your one and only opportunity to see Costa Diadema. I don't know much about the ship, got to confess. Did see it in port earlier, but I don't know much about it. I was going to research it, but then I decided that as we're unlikely to see it again, I won't bother. 132,000 gross tons. No, not the biggest of ships, but certainly by no means not the smallest. Then at 8 o'clock, we have the last ship departing this evening, and that is the Mein Schiff 3. She's at Dockhead. And apparently she's still ready to go 8 o'clock. So they're pretty much she's going to depart once the Costa Diadema comes past us. See, there's still a few shipmates down in Mayflower Park there. Diadema, Italian for small crown. Oh, I think plenty of shipmates in the chat still. I hope you've all had a good visit to the galley. Let's have a look. What's our excellent... Oh.
Southampton VTS, ready to go. Getting on the way from Royal Pier Cows, please.
Ready to go VTS, that's all received. Costa Diadema 101. Needs to swing then to be outbound. Passing 35 berth now outbound the Martorell. Over.
Oh, copy. So the cruise ship's set to swing, is it?
I believe so, yes.
Very good.
Actually, it's a good question there, because he did ask, the red funnel there, asked if the cruise ship was set to swing, because sometimes the cruise ships are actually reversed all the way down to the lower swing ground and swung around there. And I can't explain why or why they do that, but I certainly have seen that. So it was a good question. Looks like we have a name up here. I don't suspect we'll have any shipmates on board the Costa Diadema. Can't see too many people anywhere. I suspect all doubt that's Italian buffet. Let's have a little nose around.
BTS Red Jet 6 shortly away from Town Quay for cows, please.
Lots of Costas. I'm afraid it's no shit.
Red Jet 6 BTS will receive the upgrade proceed. Ready Eagle underway shortly Royal Pier. Costa Diadema coming to the middle swing and ground. He will swing and head outbound.
Oh, there's a castle there on the top.
That's all copy, thanks very much.
She does have 12 bars.
Vessel, the Mart.
She does have 12 bars and lounges on board. No self-service laundromat. And a castle, apparently. this ship is probably designed for the Italian market. She has been based in Brazil. And she's come up from Brazil. Now she's heading up to the fields. And then once she's done with the fields, she'll be wintering back in the Mediterranean, by the looks of it, bouncing around the Mediterranean. And then after that, she's heading off to Brazil again. And then after that, she's heading... Oh, actually, we'll see her in May of next year. She'll be calling in May of next year. Well, maybe I'll find out a bit more information by then. I'll get my drone out. Well, the shipmate Edward Coates reckons Costa Diadema has a retro-style funnel. Oh, I see what you mean. It's quite pointy, isn't it? Well, the shipmate Green Fingers is unusual seeing a Costa ship. This is the first time. I'm not sure it's the first time for a Costa ship, but it's the first time for this ship, definitely. I don't quite know where the Daily Echo found its information out. I'm not entirely sure I trust it, but it said it's the first time for Costa Diadema in port. That's such beautiful views today, aren't we? There's the advantage of the ship's leaving slightly later. We're getting that setting sun. Well, shipmate Paul Stanley has 5 ships, busiest departures. Yeah, it's a busy day for Monday. I don't remember having a 5 cruise ship Monday before. We often get 5 cruise ships on a Saturday or a Sunday, maybe occasionally Friday as well, but I don't remember having it on a Monday. But certainly a busy May. I was just talking to channel sponsor Paul from Love Cruise, and we were talking about the different ships coming up and talk about various different prices of things. And there's another, so this Saturday will be another 5 ships on this Saturday. And I think the Saturday after that's another 5 ships as well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yep, another 5 ships. I think every Saturday in May is giving us 5 ships for departures, which means we're busy here, broadcasting away. It's almost got a touch of like a feeling of an oil painting about it, isn't it? I'll have to get Turner down there. There we go. She's swinging the anti-clockwise method. Unfortunately, she's doing it right behind the dome of the restaurant. Well, she's got some sort of tents along the side there hanging out. I suspect she's probably designed more for the warmer climes, looking at all those sort of outside areas. There's definitely some overhanging going on, isn't there? That's still a few shipmates down in Mayflower Park there. Yeah, so shipmate Chris, it's all about the Costa that rolled over there, the Costa Concordia. I know that's exactly what goes through my mind when I hear Costa. That was a few years ago now, wasn't it? Oh, she's certainly picked up a bit of speed for a little spin. Looks like she's got more lifeboats on this side as well. Yeah, she's going to be based out of Copenhagen and Kiel. Basically, yeah, for the Germans and the Dutch, looks like, for the summer season, for the fjords. It is nice over on Netley as well. Look at that.
BTS Materials finish on the Martorell, back 44. Our next one is Ross C. 2340 Hope.
Mercurius ETS, that's Dorothy, thank you.
Looks like the Costa Diadema is probably going to get out in front of the other ship. That's just, my mind has just gone blank for a second or two. What's the other ship called? Oh, yeah, the Mine Sheaf 3. I noticed the Mine Sheaf 3 is steaming up over there. Got some smoke coming out of her chimneys.
BTS, the Mine Sheaf 3.
Ah, there we go.
Mine Sheaf 3, Southampton BTS.
Good evening to you. We're around 38.9, ready to go shortly. 8.2, out for Bremenhaven. And ready for the crew figures and the passenger figures?
Yeah, I'm ready for them.
Ready.
Yep, 2530 passengers, 905 crew, 3435 total.
2530 and 905, that's all received. Costa Diadema just swinging out with a swing ground, then outbound, over.
Okay, we'll follow around then, thank you.
There we go, good, that'll be
All received.
good there. They'll be following each other out. We've got a fair bit of traffic going on the port today.
BTS, Red Castle, just passing northwest Bentley inbound, permission to continue.
There's a tug coming up, red funnel going out.
Red Castle, yes, you may proceed if safe to do so. Tugs just ran in dockhead back to their berths, and Costa Diadema, middle swing and ground, almost finished her swing, then outbound, over.
All copy, thank you.
What's it?
BTS Matra, watch there, one side of the nav, please.
Starboard side. Starboard, thank you.
It looks very much like a sort of 1980s logo. Actually, it reminds me of sort of a French yogurt or something, that logo. I don't know. Doesn't look very shippy to me. Oh, some real smoke going up the chimney down there on Mine Sheaf 3. No, numbers for Mine Sheaf 3, 2,530 passengers, 905 crew. Haven't had any numbers yet for Costa Diadema. She's more or less completed her turn now. Quite a pointy nose, isn't she, Costa Diadema? It's a bit like Queen Anne, with the bridge being sort of halfway in the middle of the ship rather than being at the very top. Yeah, some beautiful colours this evening. Fourteen decks. 9 decks with cabins on board. Haven't had any numbers, but if anything's to go by, I would imagine she's pretty full, because most of the ships we've had this evening, I think, have been pretty much 100% occupancy. Maybe not quite, but certainly probably all the cabins occupied. Maybe some single occupancies in the cabins. Just spotting that some of the lines are going down there on Mine Sheaf 3. So she'll be darting out straight off the Costa Diadema.
Studio Chichester, Southampton BTS. That's all received. From deepest draft, and how many on board? Over.
Good question there from Paul Stanley. Says, wonder how many. From Shipmate William. Did many passengers join the Costa in Southampton, or was it just a visiting stop?
Say again, how many on board? Over.
That's a good question, shipmate. I don't know that I have that sort of exact level of granularity of the information. But what I do know is that she was due to depart at 7 o'clock and was delayed till 7:30 because she was waiting for buses. So that's either buses
BTS, the Costa Diadema.
dropping people off, or they've been on a day trip to London and they were late.
Yeah, Pierre, that was now. I've got some numbers for you.
Yay!
Crew 1199, guests 2980.
1199 2980. Forward.
Did it round the wrong way.
Costa, the Mine Sheep 3, Chris?
There we go. Finally, we got some numbers for the Costa Diadema.
Yes, the Mine Sheep 3, evening to you, Chris. We're just singling up, then we'll wait for you to come by and we'll let go of the last ropes and follow it out.
Sounds good. Thanks very much. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's so she's got 2,980 passengers, and I seem to remember that's pretty on the light side. Yes, she's got capacity for double occupancy for 3,772. So yeah, it's a little bit light, Costa Diadema. This is depending on what you've got on. It's either a part of a 22-day cruise from Brazil to Kiel, or it's a 5-day cruise from Le Havre to Kiel, obviously calling in here the wonderful port of Southampton, or it's a 4-day cruise from Southampton to Kiel, calling it at Rotterdam. I can't imagine too many shipmates have got on board just to do a 4-day cruise to Kiel. I mean, I could be wrong, calling it at Rotterdam. I suspect the majority of shipmates are probably taking the 22 days. And 22 days started off at Maceió in Brazil, then calling in into Cape Verde, then Tenerife, then Funchal in Madeira, then Cadiz in Spain, and then Lisbon in Portugal, then Vigo in Spain, then Le Havre in Paris, Le Havre for Paris, then Southampton, Rotterdam next, and then Kiel. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know, but I suspect a lot of passengers are doing the whole 22-day cruise, and that's probably why it's not quite so busy. Even though it's stopping in Southampton, I suspect it might be quite tricky to get a ticket on board. I know shipmate Paul, our channel sponsor, he says it's difficult to get tickets for some of these ships if they're not really based in Southampton. They're just passing through. You can't actually get a ticket to get on board. Oh, some lovely images of a Netley cam. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Max, Southampton VTS. That's all received.
Yes, there we go. So shipmate, was it some shipmate that said, shipmate David said there should be a ship called Costa Lotta. Possibly. Shipmate Nicola Lambert said, had some great shots on Cow's Cam from the 3 other ships earlier. Yes, yeah, got some good shots on Cow's Cam. I've just been talking to Etienne, who looks after the camera, and it looks like his internet service provider has done some software updates to the router, and that's why I'm having difficulty connecting it to it. So we're going to deploy the large hammer tactic, threaten it with a beating, and see if we can get it to work, persuade it with some dabbling in its internals. Mine Chief 3, she has indeed singled up, so she is going directly out straight after Costa Diadema. And here comes Red Kestrel. Yeah, she's working late tonight, Red Kestrel. There's prismatic type sort of conservatory on the rear there.
Outbound the Martha Lanes Lake, followed by the Costa Diadema, followed by the Mine Sheep from 38.9. Over.
Copy, sir.
Let's have a little look. Oh, there's quite a few shipmates. There's a lot of cabins on the stern of Mine Sheep 3. Oh, hello. What's going on up here? Oh, yeah. Cool. Quite a few people up there. Ah, they've probably come out to watch the Costa Diadema come past. They'll be getting a good view from their location on the stern. No honking as of yet.
Carmen, Southampton BTS.
I fear we may have had all of our honking this evening. Don't know what the Costa ships are like for honking. They might honk when they go past Mine Sheaf 3.
All received. Keep watch now on this channel and channel 9.
Ooh.
Traffic information. The AI have a set. This vessel. And one outbound vessel will be Athens Spirit. They will be east of the tower. Over.
I was trying to listen to outside because I think I just heard some thunder. Definitely heard some sort of rumbling somewhere. There's the Costa Diadema heading for Kiel in Germany via Rotterdam on either part of a 22-day one-way cruise, a 5-day cruise from Le Havre, or a 4-day cruise from Southampton, depending on where you've got on board. Oh, there's shipmate Mr. Turtle. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. And talking of subscribing, make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, then you'll know when I go live. I tend to go live at the weekends, occasionally during the week. For instance, a day like today. I mean, who couldn't go live on our 5-ship Monday? Mega Monday, I've called it. It means I'll have to have Super Saturdays, then, aren't I? All? And what will Fridays be? Fantastic Fridays, I guess. What else have we got during the week? Tomorrow we have Ada Perla at 7:30. Then Friday we have Queen Mary 2 and Balmoral. Then Saturday is going to be a Super 5-ship Saturday.
Red Falcon, ready go.
And that's going to be Sky Princess, Celebrity Apex, Iona, MSC Virtuosa, and Norwegian Star. You can see the chuffing chimney there on Mine Sheaf 3. Looks like that bar at the top there on Mine Sheaf 3 looks pretty busy. I mean, a great place to be. I got a lovely view of the setting sun. Look on Netlycam. Oh, look at that. Fantastic imagery. Lovely view of the setting sun. And you're watching Costa Diadema go past. I'm hoping for some honking. I've got the microphone ready to go. I have a feeling we may not get any. Which would be a shame.
BTS Costa Diadema, Western Shelf.
Costa Diadema, Southampton BTS, all received. Red Falcon, SO inbound.
Okay.
There we go. I suspect the Mine Sheaf 3 will start slipping those last lines very shortly. Well, the shipmate OC Aviation were asking where Costa Diadema is heading to. She's off to Kiel in Germany.
Hello, Southampton BTS.
Well, the shipmate Nicola Evans, will I cover Ada tomorrow? Ada Perla? I might do. Depends. Depends what time I get in. Let's see, what time is she departing? It's not too early. Have a look. Costa Ada Perla departing at 7:30. I might well do that then.
Southampton BTS, that's all received. Inbound Costa Star, which I believe you've been in contact with. Next boarding is enough. The Carmen at 2045, pilot station Bravo. Over.
And almost bang on time. It looks like the lines are coming down on the stern of Mine Sheaf 3.
All received, thank you.
Mine Chief 3, we've had passenger numbers. So Mine Chief 3 has 2,530 passengers. Let's have a look. How does that figure? Ooh, so Mine Chief 3 has got a maximum passenger capacity of 2,506, double occupancy, 2,700 maximum. So she's got 2,530. So she's got quite busy, isn't she? She's quite full. Has a maximum crew 1,000. She's got 905 crew on board. It's a little light on crew, but jam-packed full of passengers, that's for sure. Let's see if we can see down the side. Sometimes we can see down the side and see if the air bridge is gone. Well, I know the air bridge is gone because the lines are coming in. Let's see, what can we see down here? Nope, can't see much, but I can see the ships moving away. I don't know if you can see that.
BTS, Mine Chief 3, we're on the move now from 38.9.
Mine Chief 3, BTS, that's all received.
Hoping for some honking. Come on, Mine Chief 3, gives a honk. Yep, so she's a full ship and she is heading off. Where is she heading off to? She's heading off to. Let's find out for you, because I know you want to know. She's heading off on a Großbritannien Schwarzen Anbieten Bremerhaven. Excuse my German. I think it's a Grand Britannia trip returning to Bremerhaven. So she's departed Bremerhaven in Germany on the 4th. Then she called in at Invergordon in Scotland, and then Greenock, Glasgow, then Belfast, Northern Ireland, then Liverpool in England, of course, and then Southampton, England, her last stop before she heads back to Bremerhaven. Well, we often see Mine Chief 3 in port. It's not the last time.
Rossi, Southampton, BTS, all received, thank you. Advice, keep good listening, watch please, channel 12 for BTS. 9 for your pilot launch. 12 and 9.
Can't work out if that was a very quiet horn or not. Certainly looking a bit smoky out the chimney.
Keep one clear of that, please. While the vessel disembarks the pilot. Coming up from the south, 2 vessels, the Gilder Normandy, ferry for Portsmouth, and the Cathay Theresa.
Well, the shipmate Barbara. Barbara's our Swiss correspondent.
I'll see Southampton BTS, yes sir, confirmed. 2055.
The Great British Treasures. Ah, that's what that German meant. Well, thanks. A couple of my excellent spellers have posted what that was.
Cathay Theresa, Southampton BTS. Cathay Theresa, Southampton BTS, good evening. Can see you coming in from the south there. Question, are you proceeding to St Helens Road, Anchorage? Question, what is your maximum saltwater draft, over?
Yeah, a little bit of chuffage out the chimney. Quite obvious on net cam there.
Question, are you balanced or loaded condition? Question number, crew on board.
A lot of questions from VTS.
Number 3, VTS understood, thank you. Traffic information, outward bound. One vessel at St Helens is the Athens Spirit. She'll be out using the deep water route. Nav Anchorage number 9, correction, to the south of Nav Anchorage 12, south of Nav Anchorage number 12, the Ross Sea. Getting underway now. She'll be boarding 2045, correction, 2055, 4 miles south of the Nav Tower. I'm just requesting you keep well clear of these vessels, please, as they board their pilots over.
Yeah, so Saturday we'll definitely be broadcasting. Might do tomorrow, which is Ada Perla. There's also one ship leaving from Cowes Triangle, the World Traveller. We may or may not see that one. It's not always on camera. And then Friday, Queen Mary 2 and Balmoral. Probably do that one as well. Then Saturday, Sky Princess, Celebrity Apex, Iona, MSC Virtuosa, and Norwegian Star. I should definitely be doing that one. Sunday, just one Queen Anne on Sunday. I might do that. So it depends on my own personal movements.
You're the Normandy VTS will receive, thank you. Sorry, did you say you were inbound over?
There you go. Mine Sheaf 3, gradually pulling out from the berth there.
The VTS question, are you inbound over the new grounds?
Built in 2014, makes her 11 years old. Built at a cost of $620 million US. Top speed of 22 knots, like I say, fairly typical for a cruise ship. 41 kilometres an hour for all you continental types, or 25 miles an hour in the King's units. 293 metres long, 35 metres wide. 100,000 gross tonnes. I think that's the smallest ship we've had depart this evening. We've had passengers and crew numbers, and she's pretty full. 2,530 passengers. She's maximum double occupancy of 2,500, so probably a few multiple occupancies there. Sister ships are the imaginatively named Mein Schiff 4, Mein Schiff 5 and Mein Schiff 6. There's also a Mein Schiff 7 and a Mein Schiff 8, but I've been led to believe that the Mein Schiff 8 is breaking with tradition and actually being called Relax or something like that. Some really lovely colours over there on Netlicam. Setting sun is... Netlicam's basically staring straight at the setting sun, so it really gets all the colours. You can just about see them here, but it's depending on where the camera's looking at very different colours. Well, the shipmate one down on his boat says, and the following Sunday it'll be him on Arvia with a flag flying from deck 10. Oh, excellent. Should look out for that.
Hi there, VTS received, thank you. Traffic information, the Coastborean Star, Warner Boy inbound for Portsmouth, obviously. And that's it for you at the moment.
Shipmate Rhys Morgan said he was shocked to see a cruise ship near where he lives yesterday. The MS Hamburg visited Mumbles in southwest Wales yesterday. The photos were online, apparently, behind the lifeboat station sailing past. Oh, yeah, that's rather unusual. In fact, I think the cruise monkeys are based around that way, and they've seen a couple of cruise ships pass by that they've managed to get on board afterwards, I think, if I remember correctly.
Lamps to VTS. Information, Arrow. Ports outbound over the new grounds, and the Islander War Memorial outbound for Portsmouth.
In case you're wondering about the Costa Diadema, she's heading down Southampton water, and I think I shall carry on following on Netlicam because it's just very pretty at the moment, looking into that sunset. Oh, there is some thick clouds. I think I might have heard some thunder earlier, you know. I definitely heard some rumbles over the outside microphone. I think by the time I switched it...
VTS, Red Kestrel.
By the time I switched it across, there was a noisy scooter going past.
Red Kestrel, VTS. Evening.
Good evening, ma'am. With your permission, we'd like to shift from row PF to 48 berth. We will be shutting down for tonight. Crew returning tomorrow for 5:15 sailing.
Red Kestrel, VTS all received. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shipmate Williams, yes, Mein Schiff 8 is called Relax. I think I have that right. Currently in Mallorca, apparently. One Dan and his man says, just realised that Mein Schiff actually means Mein Ship in English. Yes, I know. Very imaginative, the Germans, calling it My Ship 2, Mein Ship 1, Mein Ship 2, Mein Ship 3, and so on and so forth. Right, I hope you've all enjoyed that, shipmates. I'm going to call it a day there, but I'll be back probably tomorrow, certainly for Friday for Queen Mary 2, and most definitely for Saturday for another 5-ship Super Saturday. Hope you've all enjoyed that one. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Lots of people keep telling me they've never seen the channel before and they really enjoy it. So I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything, but If you do subscribe, it makes the word of this channel pass around more. Many thanks to all my PayPal patrons, donors, members of the channel, and of course, most of all, the Blue Spanner crew for looking after the chat so well. Not only in the live streams, but also in all of the other live streaming cameras. So until next time, shipmates.
BTS received, thank you.
Southampton VTS, good evening. This is the Red Falcon. Outside Northwest Netley inbound. Are we clear to maintain speed? With care for mine shift tonight?
Red Falcon VTS, yes.
We'll copy, man. Many thanks.
Red Falcon VTS, do be aware the Red Kestrel's just lifting off. She's going to 48 bar, sir.
Yes, all copy, man. Many thanks.
On the VTS Authority, port down, thank you. Bridget 6 BTS traffic information, the Martorell. She's at the Schiff outbound main channel, the not cleared channel. The Costa Diadema, Catalan outbound, all the cleared channel, and the Mine Ship 3 northwest Netley out. BTS will receive, thank you. Traffic information, boarding 20, approximately 15-20 minutes time will be the Carmen, southeast of the Nab Tower. Then the Rossi, choose boarding shortly, 4 miles south of the Nab Tower BLT. BTS. Southampton VTS. Just Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. Be aware that the outbound from Southampton. Question, what's your ETA to the East League? City to Southampton VTS, traffic information, passing SO outbound, Costa Diadema, clear channel. Channel 2. Nothing for BTS. For BTS, no. Obviously, you've got the air out to the southeast and the Ross Sea coming up from the south, boarding 4 miles south shortly. Finding BTS evening, traffic information, climb and boarding. Excuse me, at the nav tower, about 10 minutes time, southeast of the nav. And the DLTC Ross Sea boarding 4 miles south, approximately 20 minutes an hour.